Hey YouTubers, Hike with Mike here, of course. And today's Swamp Talk is, I'm waxing nostalgic today. I think a lot of us are all hunkered down and thinking about past times. So today's Swamp Talk is really for Gen Xers like myself, being a kid in the 1970s. Um, it was a really good time, I have to say. I mean, we were probably the last generation to be outside all the time. We were probably the last generation that had metal lunch boxes with a thermos and brown bags for lunch. And just some of the cool things. I mean, I just remember being outside all the time, rarely inside. I think that was one cool thing about being a kid in the 70s. Um, electric football, which only Gen Xers would probably know what that is, but I used to have electric football. Of course, in the 70s, I was a big Minnesota Vikings fan. I don't really follow sports that much except for soccer these days, but in the 70s, I was all about the Vikings. But the big wheel, that plastic um, bundle of joy that I wore out those plastic wheels so much. Evel Knievel was our god, I mean, he was our idol as kids. We all built ramps and tried to jump over garbage cans and stuff with our 3-speed Huffy bikes, and happy days and just silliness and the cheesiness of the 70s, growing up as a kid. And I think it was the last time a whole family sat around and watched television, like the Carol Burnett show and things like that too. It was a transitional decade for sure, and to be a kid during that was pretty cool. I don't know. So many. The music was fun and crazy and different, and it was just a time, I think, when Americans wanted to escape from all the divisiveness from the 1960s and just wanted to kind of just, get away from that and kind of escape into fun things. And it was a good time to be a kid for sure. So my fellow Gen Xers or even late era boomers probably can relate to what I'm talking about. I mean, there were so many fun things, cool things to do. Mr. Microphone and what was it called? Light Bright, chloroforms, Sunday morning cartoons. Back when, as a kid, you would go through the cereal aisle and you would look for whatever cereal brand had the best cool prize that you wanted, and you picked it even though if you hated the cereal. You would go, "Hey Mom, I want this," just for the prize. And the little plastic records that sometimes that the cereal boxes had on the on the back of them, so that you can play a record. Those some fun times. Good times for sure. So if you want to share your 1970s memories in these scary, stressful times we're in, and kind of, pull up that blanket of security of the past and think about good memories and good times, go ahead and put your comments down below and about being a kid in the 1970s.